Dajahow, kumusta? My name is Victor, and in today's video what we're going to be talking about is the ZV-E10 photography. So I've been meaning to make a video about the ZV-E10's photography for a very long time because I've been taking this little camera throughout my travels. I went to Quebec, the French province of Canada. I went to Dominican with it, and also I'm now taking it to Taiwan with me. So far I'm in quarantine and my girlfriend has it, so I can't show you guys like, you know, YouTuber style, like, hello, this is the camera. Anyways, here's some sample photos, edited photos, and these are all taken with the kit lens and they look phenomenal. The photo capabilities of this camera is amazing, but there are a few things I didn't like, so let's talk about it. So the very first thing that I didn't like about it, well, technically it was my choice, but it was the viewfinder. With the ZV-E10, before I purchased it, I wanted a vlogging camera and just like an all-around, you know, like a pocket camera, like thing that would do better than my iPhone XR, and this was the perfect fit. So I sold my A7 III and bought the ZV-E10 because, again, I have the FX3 shooting with it right now, right here, and I thought, hey, I wanted a travel camera that just doesn't cost as much and I can just be reckless with it. One thing that I really miss is the viewfinder, and I thought I wasn't going to use the viewfinder, but I was actually looking for it when I was shooting, especially with street photography and like portraits, and like in broad daylight, I don't seem to have a problem with it, shooting with it. It's just, you need to kind of cover it up. So just pretend this is the camera. And when I was shooting, I was just like doing this a little bit. So that's one of the things that just irked me about it and what I didn't like about it. But it was my decision in the first place, so it's just a little dislike. So number two, the thing that I didn't like about this camera was the previews. So, you know, whenever you take a photo, it shows about 3 seconds of what you just captured. Yeah, that one. With my A7 III and my A7C, it was crystal clear. Every time you take a photo and then you look at it, it's like, ooh, that's nice. But with the ZV-E10, it's like low quality. It's like you're watching 4K, and then with the ZV-E10, you suddenly have 720p. And like, you don't know if the shots are in focus or not. It's just not as good. But if you preview it, like if you go to your playback, it's perfectly fine. Like you can see if it's focused or not, like the details that you want to see, that. But like just the previews was kind of weird. Maybe there's a setting, or I don't know. Like I've never really messed around with the setting. It's just because I knew how, it's already because I know how to shoot with a Sony camera, and it was easily applicable to the ZV-E10. So I didn't mess around with the menu. So if there's a solution for this, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so let's talk about the edits. Let's go into Lightroom. Let me show you guys the photos. This is the meat of this video. And also we'll get into a little editing session so you guys know how I edit my ZV-E10 photos. Okay, here we go. We're now on Lightroom, and I'm just gonna sort out through all of these photos. And so far, let me just show you what this looks like. And again, these are all taken with the kit lens. You guys can see kit lens right there. Okay, I don't know why it's all filled up, but this one is actually not filled up. Okay, so this is the kit lens right here. So yeah, these are like cloudy day photos and also sunny day. Here's some street photography, and again, if we zoom in to 50%, like the detail isn't there because the lens that we're using is only the kit lens. Funny thing is though, with the kit lens, if you have it on 16mm, you can definitely see the warping on there. You always have to enable profile corrections so that it's not like getting. There's a few examples here that was, oh, here. Yeah, you can kind of see that it's cropping in there, but once you fix it, it's all good. this one as well. I really like this photo because I was able to retrieve a lot of the stuff in here. So I think she's in focus. Yep, we're at f22, so everything should be in focus, and there's no way that we can miss focus on this one. And what I pretty much did is that I applied my preset and then created a gradient, yeah, a radial gradient on here, so that it kind of gives you that nice pop for the subject, and the sun is leading you to the subject. Let's talk about low light, and I would say this is a low light scenario. And again, I did a radial gradient here so that it kind of just shapes the room a little bit more, rather than having it like so flat. Like the natural light comes in on the top and then a little bit here on the right, and with the gradient it just kind of shapes it that it's like right in the middle. It's kind of, ooh, I almost deleted that. Okay, and then this one also is one of my favorites because it's very naturally lit, and my girlfriend is just looking around. I'll show you guys how to edit this photo. So this is the raw file, and again, it's not even that sharp. And you can tell the chromatic aberration of this lens is like horrendous. Again, this kit lens is so cheap, but we managed to make it look good by focusing on the lighting. So what we're gonna do here is, first we're gonna crop in to 4:5 because that's what Instagram likes, and then I'm kind of gonna put the subject over in this corner, and that's it. So is that close to where I had it? Yes, kind of. Put it here. Right here. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have it cropped in, what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply my preset over here. This is like Victor and Grace. I'm gonna change the temperature to a cooler tone so it kind of just matches this guy and it's not so orange. And then I'm gonna bring a little bit of green in there. Actually, I'm gonna put some magenta instead. Yeah, that looks better. And then I'm gonna crank up the exposure a little bit. And we're gonna fix the profile corrections because again, we're at 16 mil and it's going to bend the corner. It's like a fisheye correction. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the highlights all the way down. And what we're gonna do now is shape the light, which is, we're gonna do radial gradient. It's so hard to say. Usually I like it with a streak of light, and then I do this. We hit invert. We're gonna crank down the exposure. Boom, here we go. It's like a ray of light coming in from the window. I love that. Okay, now I find it just like a little bit too much, so I'm gonna drag it a little bit here. Sorry, 1 second. This is too long. Right here, perfect. So that it's shooting from here. Perfect. I like that. This is balanced, I think. There we go. And I'm also just gonna add another linear gradient on here and control this lighting over here so it's not like, it's not overpowering everything. And then I'm gonna adjust this guy again, maybe just a tad. There we go. It was just like too obvious. And there you go. That's how you edit a photo of mine. Okay, let's edit another one here. Let's do this guy actually. I did a lot of steps with this guy. So let's do create a virtual copy, then reset. All right. Okay, so this is the raw photo. Again, it's not too interesting, and also I was wearing all black, so I was blending in to the background, which I was like, what am I doing? This is so weird. Okay, first things first, we're gonna crop in 4x5, and I'll be in the center right there. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna apply the LUT. We're gonna do the profile correction. If you guys want this LUT as well, it's available in the store on vgstudios.co, and the Orwell pack. Again, like I said, this is derived on the Orwell pack. If you guys this one specifically, let me know in the comments down below. I will make it available for you. Okay, so kind of just want to get the exposure a little bit right so that you can kind of see me. And then we go down, we cool it down a little bit, and then put a little bit of green in there. I want to see the shadows again. Perfect, that looks good. Okay. Okay, so this is where I want it to be. We're gonna apply that radial again over here. Kind of just like a spotlight on top, you know? It's a cool spotlight. Invert, don't forget to invert. There we go. We're getting some shape in there. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Okay, that's too dark. All right. So just leave a little bit of shadow on the bottom, and you'll be looking good. Okay. And then I just want a little bit more pop on me. So we'll just go a little bit of exposure on there. Okay, and then let's go back. Perfect. And if you guys see, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, and I kind of want myself over here. That's too bright though. I do like this one. It's like a little bit even. There it is. There it is, guys. And that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And so far, if you guys have any questions with the ZV-E10, or if you guys want to see any more content with the ZV-E10 or any other Sony cameras, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.